Hi folks, my name's Carl, aka Richo71 from the AAEC forum. Just a quick show and tell of a device I had for about three days now, and I said I would do a review type show and tell thing on it, and this is it, the Magoo. I'm not going to put it right up close to the camera because I don't like that type of thing. That's the box it comes in, and it's a slide open box. It's got spare wick and wire. The wire that's in there is 2.5 ohms, it says. It's instruction manual, and it's a brilliant device, very good device in fact. I've had no problems with it whatsoever. The odd bit of gurgling now and again, that's just me probably trying to get used to the juice flow on it. I have it just slightly open when I'm vaping it, and it holds about 3 ml of e-liquid, so not as much as the K-Fun Light. It's probably about 1.5 ml short of what the K-Fun Light holds, but it's good. I've got it on my SVD at the moment at 9 watts, and it's got a 1.8 ohm coil in it. It does come pre-coiled and wicked for you, as well as the one that's in the box. It comes with a 2.1, 2.2 ohm coil, and that was okay. I just took it out so I could see what it was like to sort of strip down, rebuild, and it's quite good, to be honest. It's very good. It uses obviously no res wire. I used the pre-made ones. The Magoo and the pre-made wires I had from Billy at Grey Hayes. He's a great vendor. Always keeps in contact. If you get any problems, he'll email you back virtually within 24 hours. Sometimes a lot less than that. But I had this on pre-order and it came 2-3 days ago. I think they are in stock now. And I'll just give you a quick vape, and then I'm gonna drain it, and I'll show you the bits and pieces. As you can see, plenty of vapour out of it. The taste is as good, on a par really with the K-Fun, to be honest. This is only an 11 milligram liquid, some freebie liquid I had from Vape Fest last week, and it's a menthol flavour from EN Juice, I think it is. Let's see if I can get it for you. There. It's a EN Juice, 11 milligram. So it's a lot less. I normally vape at 18 milligram, but I find that since having the Silicaratis, and especially the K-Fun, I can go down to 11 or a lower than 18 milligram anyway nicotine, because I believe the throat hit's a lot better on it, on these atomizers of vape. So yeah, I mean, it kicks out quite a bit of vapour, to be honest. I'll just unscrew it off the SVD, and I'll show you the setup. It's got a spring-loaded 510 on the bottom. It's obviously got your juice control, which you can't pick up on camera, I don't think. It's see from the bottom of the clear tank opening up, and then you can close it off again to the air bubbles. And it's got an air hole either side, and an airflow adjuster, and that comes off. Threads are quite good on it, to be honest. They're pretty good. I haven't had any problems with the threads. And there's your spring loaded 510. That's what it looks like. And then what I'll do now is I'll take the top off. That's the top cap with a clear silicone O-ring, and this is how I drain. I just get a syringe and I tilt it a bit and I'll drain the juice out of it. Just so I can be able to strip it down for you, that's all. Excuse me while I go. That's nearly all out now. I can get away with that. So yeah, strip down. Take the tank sections off. That's the top tank section, which is that. Then you can screw the mouthpiece off. All the way off. That's the mouthpiece. It's all stainless steel, by the way. This it's polished stainless steel, according to Ismoka anyway, and the description. Take the my hands are a bit slippy. That's the coil inside. It says a dual coil setup, but I've got a single coil set. You can use dual coil, but I've got a single coil setup on there at the moment. I don't like using close-ups too much. It blocks the view of what you're actually seeing. I'll just get it. I think because my hands are slippy with liquid now. That's it. And take the tank section off. It's the clear tank section. And I can't seem to get the tank anyway. Just do a quick wipe of it. There's the coil setup, and that all comes apart. I'm not going to take it all apart now because I've got the coil set up on it, but this all comes to bits as well. You can strip this right the way down. It does have the same juice flow channeling in the bottom of that in the bottom of this ring here, as the Ithaka has. So you can set, when you screw it on, you can set it up right opposite the wicking, which is there either side, so you can have a constant juice flow even when you've screwed that down, when that's closed, so you still get some juice flow wicking up to the top, although not in the extreme of using the juice flow valve. So yeah, that's the strip down of that. And to be honest, all the threads are very good. That section, the bottom section, screws onto your mod just like that. Effectively turns it into a GG style connection. That's on an SVD, so it's effectively turns it into a GG style connection. Then your spring loaded connector will fit any mod, to be honest, because it's obviously spring loaded. And that's the bottom section as it is. And then you've got the clear tank section. You just have to be a bit careful when you start off threading it, because the pitch of the threads is, although they're good, they are quite just have to be careful you don't cross thread it. Screw the juice valve all the way down. Just give it a bit of a wipe. So I normally wash these out when I've stripped them down and changed and when I'm changing liquids over and stuff. Put the top section, just I find that just slightly with the threads, just go backwards and forwards again to make sure you're not cross threading anything, and then that's it, and you leave the top cap off until you have filled it. So let's just take it off my device, just screw it, make sure it's, I don't like getting overly tight on them, but just so I don't get any juice leaking. There is some O-rings on the clear tank, but they're very thin O-rings. There's no spares kit with this, like you get with a K-Fun. There's no spare O-rings or anything like that, or a different tank. Don't know whether they're going to be bringing any different style tanks out, or if they're going to be bringing spares pack for the, because there is some there is a couple of O-rings on it, and there is a seal on the bottom of the 510 as well, that where your no res wire connects to, wraps around the post, and then you push the seal up. But I'll just fill it up now with some, what shall I use? Let's have some peppermint, Alti E6 peppermint, and just put that, what I've drained out of it, back into the menthol. I mean, you don't need a syringe. I mean, I use a syringe most of the time now, but you can just go straight in there. What you have to do is you have to go in and fill it up around the edge there. And I always put it on an angle and fill it up until you get a little bit of an air bubble there, because you don't want to overfill these. So just slowly pour it in. Quiet moment. Don't rush putting the liquid into these style tanks, because the base inside the tank, they base themselves on pressure. So if you do rush or just like squeeze it in dead fast, you're going to cause too much pressure build up, and it's going to start leaking. It'll find its way out, normally through the 510 at the bottom, 510 connection. But I know it's only 3 mil, but just take your time filling it up. Now let's see if I can show you. See that little bubble that's appearing now in the tank? Slowly gets smaller and smaller as the tank fills up. And then what I do is I let the bubble get to the top, till you can just about see the bubble at the top of the tank disappear, and then that's full to me then. You got a little bubble now, but if you can make that out. Slowly getting there. Last little bit. There, that's me. That's it. If you can make it out, little bubble there. See it at the top on that type of angle. That's all you need, because when you tilt it up, it is probably up to about the top there anyway, when it's at a vertical angle. Now when you're putting the top cap on, put it on quite slowly, because when you screw this on now, you build up pressure in the tank. And we screw it down, take it back off, screw it down again. Just let's make sure there's no pressure build up in there. Let's give it a little wipe just to make sure I've got no leaking anywhere. I haven't had this has not been leaking on me at all anyway. It is a very good bit of kit, to be honest. There we go, it's all filled up again, ready to go. It's quite easy to fill up on the fly. Just take the top cap off and just fill up down the side of the drip tip. Screw it onto my SVD. The coil should come out at 1.8 watts. 1.8 watts? 1.8 ohms. Which is there, 1.8 ohms. And we'll go for another vape. I mean, that juice, I haven't opened that yet. That's closed off yet at the moment. I want to try and get rid of a little bit of the menthol that was on there, because I'm mixing. Although I'm not mixing two thingy juices, two flavours of juices really, just peppermint and menthol, so they're virtually the same. So I just want to get rid of a bit of that menthol. What you can do now is just twist and open it up slightly, let some liquid in, a couple of turns, and then close it back off again. I mean, you can tweak it to whatever style of vaping you like really. I sort of open it up a couple of turns and then twist it back again to close it off. So I'm just effectively letting juice get onto the wicks, and then closing it off to stop it getting any more juice onto the wicks and flooding the coil end. That works for me. Some people might be a bit more of a chain vapor, and they need the juice flow open all the time because they're burning the juice away quite quickly. That's it really, guys. That's I know a couple of guys and girls on the forum wanted me to do a quick show and tell of it, and this is it. For sub £40, the atomizer is brilliant, in my opinion. Well worth the money. I've got Pro Tanks and eye clears, but they may go on the classified because I've just got so into my K-Fun Light and this type of atomizer at the moment that the Pro Tanks just don't do it for me anymore, and they're okay for just taking out and about on an Ego or something. I've got a mini Pro Tank as well that I use on an Ego for taking out and about, but at home especially and out with the pub, this is the vaping kit I take with me, whether it be the Magoo or the K-Fun Light. These are the atomizers that I'm into at the moment. So thanks guys for listening. Hope it wasn't too much of a bore for you, but I'll post this. You can post any comments onto underneath this the video, and I'll see you all later. Thanks guys and girls. Bye.